What's up everyone, how's it going? So a while back, around a few months ago or so, I made a video saying should we still continue to get more Clone Wars content, and it did pretty well, and most of you said yes, I would want more Clone Wars content. My main reason was because we had an entire game on the original trilogy, and that of course was Battlefront 2015, so I think it is okay to continue to get a lot more Clone Wars content for the future of Battlefront 2. So my main question in this video is, how long do I think we're going to continue to get more Clone Wars content? So I think the first thing we need to do is kind of look at the most realistic things that we could possibly get from the Clone Wars content, you know, keeping things within realistic expectations. And personally, I do believe we are going to be getting Ahsoka Tano and Asajj Ventress sometime down the line in the future. There have been a few hints and teases by the developers that Ahsoka is being worked on, as well as some underscore info leaking saying that she is being worked on. And if you don't know who he is, he's a very reliable leaker. He's been right about 95 to 97% of the time. You know, I don't really recall him being wrong about anything, especially now that the Droidekas are in the game. He did say they were coming a while back, but then it ended up being the Droid Commandos that were released, and so everyone thought he was a liar, but it was true. The Droidekas were coming, just in a later time. So he's been right pretty much all the time ever since he was leaking things from the alpha. So for him saying that Ahsoka is being worked on, he also confirmed saying that Asajj Ventress is her counterpart. I do believe him pretty much 100%, and a voice line of General Grievous talking to Ahsoka Tano was found in the files a while back, so there's just a lot of evidence that points to Ahsoka Tano coming sometime down the line, and if she does make her way into Battlefront 2, the perfect counter for her will be Asajj Ventress, so I do strongly believe that those two will be coming sometime. My guess for those guys is that they're going to be coming sometime around October, I believe, is when the new Clone Wars season gets released. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do believe that Disney will be pushing DICE to release those sometime around the same time to kind of advertise the new Disney Plus streaming service for the new Clone Wars season. But these two are heroes that people have been requesting for quite a long time now, so it would not surprise me at all to see them make their way into the game. And like I said, my prediction is around the October time that they'll come, if they are going to be coming. So what else can they add from the Clone Wars? Well, obviously there is a lot of little things they can add, like weapons is something that a lot of people want. But something that was also found in the files is the Republic Commandos Dc 17M. That was found a few months ago, and while it wasn't a completely working blaster yet, that does confirm that they are at least working on clone commandos in some way. Now, of course, that does not confirm that they are coming, but I do strongly believe that they will make an appearance in Battlefront 2 at some point. My latest video was talking about what reinforcement is going to counter the Droideka, because currently it has no counter. A lot of people thought it was going to be the new TX-130 tank, but that was the counter to the AAT. So I do strongly believe that Republic Commandos will make their way sometime in the future for the game. And then for the final thing, we also already know that Felucia is being worked on, and in fact has already been being play tested according to Ben Walk. So that means it's pretty close, not to being finished, but it's in a playable state, so it's getting there. And it does say on the roadmap that in the fall it is going to be released for Capital Supremacy. So we can confirm now that we will be getting Clone Wars content all the way up until the fall. And personally, unfortunately, for those Clone Wars fans like myself, I do think that Felucia is going to be the last update that we are going to get for the Clone Wars season. Personally, what I think is going to be happening is they're going to make content all the way up until there, of course. Now, in July this month, we are not going to get any new content. We are going to get some animated victory poses. Although they are already in the game, they're not even that animated. They're just kind of moving their arms around a little bit. So it's not even that animated, but still, it's whatever, because the developers are taking a holiday break this summer, which is completely understandable. They've been working really hard on bringing this new content, so it's completely fair for them to get a break and all that for this month. But then August, I believe, is going to be a month we're going to get kind of a bigger update, especially after the drought of this month. It's going to kind of slow things down, so they really need to hit August off with a pretty big update, and I personally believe that Republic Commandos will be coming this August. That's just my opinion. Nothing is confirmed, of course, but personally, that's just what I think makes sense. You know, they're either going to come in August or September. But then obviously in the fall, which could range from like September all the way up to November, we are going to get Felucia. And then after that, I believe it is going to stop there. And I think in December or even January, we're going to get the episode 9 season. Because obviously, as we know, Disney loves to use this game to advertise their new movies and shows and all that, because we did get the Solo season, and we all know how that went with the community. The community was not happy at all, but I do believe Disney does tell DICE to make updates to Battlefront 2 that will feature content from the new releases, so like the Solo movie, and then of course episode 9, I really believe we're going to get either new skins, or maybe even a new hero if there's someone new in it, and then most likely possibly a new map. So yeah, I believe Clone Wars content is going to be going up all the way up until fall, and then they're going to either just stop completely on it for the rest of the game, or just take a break, because there have been hints about this game being supported up in 2020 as well, because when someone asks if they're going to be going to Celebration this year, the DICE team, they said we're going, but they're not going to be showing anything for Battlefront 2, but then they said maybe there'll be something next year in 2020. So that is not confirming, but that is hinting that there is going to be content still being added next year, so we'll just have to wait and see on that. But after the fall, and then after the episode 9 content, if that does come, I believe they're going to focus on capital supremacy for the original trilogy and possibly even the sequel trilogy, because there's been quite a big demand on having those eras along in this new game mode, so I believe they're going to focus on that. But as always, this is just a discussion video, so this is all my opinion. Nothing is confirmed except for things like Felucia and stuff, so we know we're getting it up until fall, but I do believe it's going to stop there. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with what I'm saying, or do you think it's going to keep going on past 2019 and all that? Just let me know it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But that is pretty much going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure and leave a like on the video. It really helps out the channel a lot. And if you are new, subscribe for more Star Wars news, gameplay, and more. And I will hopefully see you in the next one.